Wiggy time on the fly. Sean Wiggins here, your host. Welcome back. We're going to get right into it. This is NEW, as you can see. All you got to do is look. Northeast Wrestling, an indie company that primarily runs shows in upstate New York, Connecticut, sometimes New Jersey, New England. I worked for them for many a year, made many a coin. And that's how I bought my house, keeping all those envelopes with all this NEW cash in it. Let's see the date, April 23rd, 2010. This is Romeo Roselli here. He wrestled in a tag team called the Heartbreakers in WWE. They did nothing with him. He's a hell of a lot more skilled than WWE thought, in my opinion. And he's wrestling the sexiest man alive, Tommy Dreamer. Fans, don't do that. Well, you see that little kid just did now. He might be 3 or 4 years old. Oh, he pushes him again. Man, the territory days, that kid might have got smacked. There's Sean Butterball Wiggins, a referee in there. That's when I was at my fattest. I was not going to the gym. I was not training. I was not taking my vitamins. I was on a steady diet of Twisted Tea, Haagen-Dazs, and Hot Pockets at this time. Where the hell is this? This is Newburgh, the NFA high school. Actually, a pretty good building for wrestling. It looked good. That ring was phenomenal. We'll listen to this promo. God, anything worked. I mean, like, this stuff still works, guys. Pay attention. Now, I get this is 11 years ago, but that stuff still works.
You can hate me because guys with abs like mine don't take girls with faces like yours.
I love that. So cheesy. It's so old school. And for the record, this guy is just in immaculate shape. He still is to this day. Wow, this is during the Tiger Woods phenomenon when he was hitting on any fat whore that would date him. Well, if he's done, we're done. See, phenomenal. Just building it up a little bit, getting the people to hate him. Very, very simple. I hate seeing the volume bar on there. Anyway. Right there, I'm commending him for a phenomenal promo. Looks like I'm talking down to him, but Romeo Roselli is actually a good friend of mine. We still talk to this day. Very, very minimal, because guys don't really keep in touch with each other the older you get. And now the crowd going nuts for the innovator of violence, Thomas Dreamer. There he is, repping the company with the company t-shirt. For those of you that don't know Tommy Dreamer, then you obviously don't watch wrestling. But Tommy Dreamer, I told him this to his face. He's the modern-day Dusty Rhodes. What I mean by that, Dusty's one of a kind. Nobody's ever going to duplicate Dusty Rhodes. That's not what I mean. And not as a performer, but as somebody who knows the industry inside and out, who can help people and knows how to be a babyface, knows how to be a heel, knows all the stuff. Tommy does know that stuff. I just wish... It sounds like I'm burying him here a little bit, but I'd be burying myself. I wish House of Hardcore, his promotion, took it to the next level. I thought HOH should have been AEW before AEW became AEW. There was room for a number 2, and I thought it should have been House of Hardcore. I thought Tommy Dreamer was the guy who could lead the charge. Wrestled ECW, WWF, WWE... He was everywhere in between. So Tommy, the babyface here, obviously the good guy. Romeo, the bad guy. It doesn't matter. Tommy Dreamer is one of those guys, too, that it doesn't matter how you present him. He's going to be the good guy. Guys are just going to... Fans, more than likely, fans who've watched wrestling forever are just going to cheer for Tommy. It's just the way it is. He's, people aren't going to boo Ric Flair. Well, Ric Flair's never going to wrestle again, but if Ric Flair was wrestling today, he's not getting booed. If The Undertaker was wrestling today, he's not getting booed. God, I like this building. Newburgh. This is the good side of Newburgh, by the way. And growing up in New Jersey, I never knew that Newburgh, New York was basically a... I can curse, it's my channel. Just a complete shithole on one side. Nice. Wily veteran tactic by Romeo Roselli pulling the hair. Of course, I didn't see it. I have to make it look like, oh, did he point? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I'll ask some little fat kid in the crowd. And when I say fat kid, I mean a kid who's still in better shape than me. God, look at me. Look at that spare tire I got around there. I'm actually growing it back since gyms are closed. I'm filming this in the beginning of 2021 during so the pandemic is kind of still going on. Gyms aren't really open. Unless Biden opens a gym, I'm sure that one would be open to 100% capacity. I mean, they're open, but you can't really, like 4 people can go in at a time or something. God, Romeo. WWE kind of missed the ball on him, but WWE misses the ball on people that they kind of do that on purpose, I guess. I guess the right guy didn't like him. But look at him. He looks like $1 million. He's very well schooled. Romeo was on every indie that there was around this time, especially in the early 2000s. He was pretty much well, not everywhere, but he worked for the people that you had to work for, more or less. See, Tommy moves good enough. I mean, Tommy's very limited, and he got by on average stuff, but that average stuff is brilliant. You know, I mean, yeah, he does hardcore, but he could do the little things, and that's all you need to do. The way he does it is brilliant. He knows how to work with a referee as good as anybody that there's ever been. Tommy's underappreciated, I think, in a lot of ways. And people think he's 9 inches. He's 10 easily. When he defecates, Turkish lira just comes out of his sphincter. Gold medallions fall out of his ass. Collar and elbow tie up once again. Romeo, the wily veteran, sneaks a knee lift. Good punches, good forearms. This is basic stuff. And I'm watching this for the first time. I've had this DVD on my shelf for about 11 years. Hip toss, arm drag, shades of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, not quite. There's Tim Walker taking pictures on the outside. You see, and I guess if you're a fan watching this, or you're one of the boys watching this, you get you form relationships with the people around the ring. There's Tim Walker on the outside, and I got to get in touch with him. Hopefully, he's got some pictures of me like in the background or raising people's hands. You don't want it during your career, but you want that stuff after, when you're done. And he probably has a bunch of pictures. I just got to get in touch with him. And now, thanks to social media, you can get in touch with anybody. See, I'm not screwing this match up at all. See, Tommy's too smart for that. He's too athletic, too agile. Back to the arm, back to the arm, back to the arm drag. Now, I don't watch indies today. If I did, I'm sure Tommy would have arm dragged him, picked him up, put him on the top rope, given him a hurricanrana, and Romeo would have kicked out at 1. And then they would have just, Japanese kicked each other for about 10 minutes. And then a girl would have came in. They would have made it a 3-way dance, and the girl would have hit all her finishers, and they'd have kicked out of him. Then they would have hit her. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Tommy biting. Don't do that. Ooh, well, not exactly Brett or Owen running into the post, but still nicely done. And if you notice, too, because I'm going to start putting a lot of my matches up as long as I'm able to record them, Romeo very wisely working the arm on the outside. See, this is okay to do that stuff. Of course, you see he listens to me. He lets Tommy get back in there. But, I don't know, I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something. I'm sure it was of importance. Using the 5 count, gets to 4, lets me work. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you see me refereeing for Tommy Dreamer, for Al Snow, I only ref for Stevie Richards, I think twice. And yeah, I'm yelling, I'm screaming, but I'm not as animated. It's like I think in the back of my head, don't screw this up. And like there's butterflies in my stomach. Because refereeing for these guys who've been around, Tommy's been around now I think he came in 93. God, he's been around for 27 years already. That's unbelievable. David Von Erich died when he was 25. Tommy Dreamer's been around for 27 years. Anyway. You'll notice my body language is a little different. It's a little, I'm like nervous to make a mistake. Even though this was, I don't remember how this ended. I'm guessing Romeo beat Tommy with his finisher and pinned him with his foot on his chest. I stand corrected. That's probably not how it ended. Tommy using the Newberg energy to get back. Ah, cut off by Romeo. Romeo's brilliant. Look at that. He's not nervous. Works the crowd just good enough. Screaming at me, getting me over a little bit. He's not doing anything that, look, barely goes to the top rope. You don't even have to go to the top rope. This match doesn't require the top rope. And I want to say this was the... Ooh, nice elbow. This card only had 7 matches on it, because one thing I'll give the promoter, Michael O'Brien, he was brilliant enough not to oversaturate his cards. I'd say this was the 4th or 5th match. You don't need to go to the top rope for this. They had guys to do that. These guys didn't have to do that stuff, especially with Tommy. Because Tommy is a well-established name at this time, so at this point, he'd been in the industry for 16 years. That's way long enough. And yes, ECW TV wasn't really nationwide, but in the Northeast, it was bigger than WWF and WCW in a lot of ways. More people watched it. Screaming at Romeo right there. Actually, I'm not screaming. I'm pretty good at making myself look like I'm screaming. What's something you people want to... a little tidbit I could give you. These Newberg shows for Michael O'Brien. The one thing I remember about these Newberg shows is the TGI Fridays after the show. They were always loaded, and if I had better game and I was smarter, you know how many rizzes I would have gotten? Ooh, no water in the pool. Excellent camera work by, is this Smart Mark Video? Who the hell is this? High Spots. High Spots took over. Shame on you. You should have got that. Yeah, we all make mistakes, except me. I haven't made one today. I probably will later. But man, if my game was a little better, I'd have mopped up. See, April 2010, I bet all of us... there's the Dusty... See, that's Dusty Rhodes inspired, and Dreamer's open about it. He was a Dusty Rhodes super fan. I mean, he was who wasn't? Well, a lot of people in this age may not be. But if you grew up in the 70s and even the 80s, you stole something from Dusty Rhodes. 1, 2, that's a great false C. My back is to the camera. That is unacceptable. I'm gonna wait till I come back through the dressing room, through the curtain, and I'm gonna yell at myself. Never show your back to the hard camera. And I'm doing it again, or try not to anyway. Look at the elevation on that elbow drop. Looked like he had suction cups underneath his shoes. And now, what's Romeo? You can't go on the outside. Is that Vince Barry? Dumb son of a bitch. That's an inside joke for anyone watching this. Romeo now going to use the steel chair. Now, Romeo's been watching wrestling for eons by this point. You gotta know you can't use the steel chair. Can't use it. And the referee is... I don't know what's up my ass here, but I'm just not paying any attention. I'm not making a big enough fuss. See, that's what happens. You bring the chair in the ring with a wily veteran like Tommy Dreamer. He's going to know how to upstage you. Boot to the mush. God, it looks so staged now. But it's brilliant. I mean, this audience is about 70% kids and families. So you could do this kind of stuff. Now, Tommy looking for an Egg McMuffin underneath the ring. No, what's he looking for? The kendo stick. See, now, if the ring crew's setting the ring up and they know Tommy Dreamer's on the show, why would you leave the kendo stick underneath there? Unacceptable. Does Romeo have vision? No, he doesn't. He nails him in the back. I guess the referee's just going to let this one go. Oh, I remember. It was a no disqualification match. I won't bury myself too hard here. And now he's pointing to the chair. I'm doing everything I can to make the, to make it look like I'm trying to, keep this clean. Romeo stops it because the strength is just there. He's too strong for Tom. Oh! I always hated how that looked because you could tell the guy puts his hands up, but it makes a sound and it's brilliant. You can't hear the sound now because I have it down. Because the 15th wonder of the world, Jerry Strauss, is on commentary, and I just can't take his voice right now. And what you just saw me do right there, yelling at the ring announcer. I would always yell at the ring announcer because the fans in the front row would always say, oh, what are they going to do next? If there were some smart fans, quote unquote. So I would make it look like I'm talking to the ring announcer. Just do something else. Swing and a miss. Russian leg sweep. Nicely done by Thomas. And DDT. Is that it? Was that the... No. Wasn't that 1, 2, 3? It was! Oh, he ended it with a DDT. Let's hear the pop. Wow, he ended it with a DDT. Nice pop by the crowd. That was that's a basic how-to-do match. When you want to bring in weaponry, but you want to keep it a basic match. It really didn't do much. They had stuff in there, but they didn't use it all. Tommy Dreamer over like Rover, especially in the upstate New York area. April 23rd, 2010. This is when wrestling was completely different. But hope y'all enjoyed that. I wanted to put up another match of mine. Like, subscribe, do all that crap, comment. If there's other matches you want to see, let me know in the comments section. I'll put up whoever I got. I refereed for a lot of people. I was lucky enough to do it. And I want to watch these matches myself. Tommy now making friends at ringside. Takes off his sweaty, disgusting shirt that probably reeks of cologne and beer nuggets. And hands it to a young man and a young fan in the crowd. Happiest fan in the world. There goes Tommy. My good buddy. That was really good. Nice match. Appreciated that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at Wiggy Time on the Fly. For Sean Wiggins, I'm Sean Wiggins. See you next time.